Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from whatever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Ruto agreed to have a talk, we saw Raila Odinga moving forward to go and form his 5-member committee that are going to meet the other 5 from Kenya Kwanza side to make it 10 as they had agreed in the beginning under the stewardship of the former Nigeria President Obasanjo. And after this, then we heard of another night meeting in Mount Kenya region chaired by the Kirinyaga governor Anne Waiguru. And now this was a meeting that was bringing together leaders in Mount Kenya region to discuss about their interest or opposition as far as the issue of this dialogue is concerned. Then after this, the issues that emerged was that they are pushing to have Rigathi Gachagwa to be part of that talk. Because now we see Raila Odinga from his side, he chose Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to lead that talk. So from Mount Kenya, they are saying that Gachagwa should be there to lead from the Kenya Kwanza side. And with all this, the Kakamega Senator, Khalwale, who is also the majority whip, got sick and tired of this kind of game from Mount Kenya region. So he just decided somewhere in Kakamega to tell off the leaders in Mount Kenya region. And in his speech, it's very clear that Central Kenya leaders have selfish interest. And they are out to frustrate the talk by issuing insensitive demands. According to Khalwale, what Mount Kenya region is asking for is too insensitive. For that reason, they have to look at the bigger picture to stop frustrating this talk between Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. So Khalwale, in his own view, even he believed that they rather even allow Raila and Uhuru to sit down, Raila and Ruto to sit down and have this talk. Kama ni kupigana mangumi wapigane. That means hata kama kutakuwa na misimamo mikali, at least wakuja na uamuzi fulani. Hakuna haja ya watu wa Mount Kenya kushinda holding the country hostage for no better reason. Listen to him shortly. Then from here, we're going to go deeper to understand why Khalwale is now coming out this much open to face Mount Kenya region with the truth.
Ruto president kukaa na Raila ni kitu mzuri, kwa sababu afadhali wakae washindwe kuelewana, wapigane ngumi kwa hiyo nyumba, lakini wa Kenya tuwe salama. Watoto wetu wasikufe kwa ajili ya sisi wanasiasa. Ninaunga hiyo kitu mkono, na ningependa kuomba ndugu zangu kutoka Mount Kenya. Nimeona jana wamekimbia wakiteta kwamba lazima deputy president awe ndani ya mkutano. Members of parliament from Mount Kenya, you are being premature. Kwa sababu watu wa kwanza wawili kukaa alikuwa Ruto na Raila, bandu babuna kura. Alafu wamepitisha kwamba wataita watu 5 kutoka upande huu, 5 kutoka upande huu, alafu wakae maneno ishe. Kama Mount Kenya mnataka namna hivyo, there's nothing wrong. The deputy president can be one of the 5 people on the Kenya Kwanza side. Alafu on the Azimio side, Kalonzo Musyoka awe one of those people. Where is the problem? Hata mimi mwenyewe ndio ninakaa kwa hiyo mkutano.
Now, as we continue with this Punchline discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our returning subscribers. Samasa, thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, personally, because Azimio has agreed to go into this talk, in my view, I agree with Khalwale. Khalwale is right. Because look at this. Already in the agreement of having this talk, there is a framework that Raila and William Ruto had agreed on. that they will have at least 2 members of parliament being part of this dialogue. Look at this. And in these 2 members of parliament, it means they are drawing someone from the Senate, another one from National Assembly. So they have covered all the 2 houses. Again, they go further to put it like this. In this talk, the majority leader in the National Assembly is going to be part of the talk. And the minority leader. In the Senate, they are silent about it, but at least they will need someone from the Senate. Now, when you talk about the minority and the majority leader, already there is someone in the Mount Kenya region who is sitting where this dialogue is going to take place. Kimani Ichung'wah, the majority leader in the National Assembly. So when you say you need Gachagwa to sit there, what do you mean? 2 individuals from one community. What is that? That is what they are alluding to. Then you have Kimani Ichung'wah ako hapa, a hardliner. Gachagwa ako hapa, another hardliner. And tell me, is that not insensitive demand? Is that not selfish interest? Like Khalwale is putting it. In my view, Khalwale is right. That is too much insensitive and too much self-interest they're looking for. They're pursuing for self-interest, not the interest of Kenyans. Because then, if you talk like this, people have talked about high cost of living. Is it by having Gachagwa is when they will sort out the issue of high cost of living? IBC, opening server, stopping interference with the political parties. Now, going by what Azimio have already outlined, Kenya Kwanza can easily just borrow a leaf from Azimio. Raila and Karua were on ballot, presidential candidate, the running mate. Raila did not go for Martha Karua to lead the talks. So that means Ruto should borrow wisdom from Raila Odinga. Gachagwa should not be part of this talk because Gachagwa was his running mate. Raila went for Kalonzo Musyoka. The man who was going to be the prime cabinet secretary in case Azimio was going to take over power. In Kenya Kwanza, they also have the same position. Musalia Mudavadi in his capacity as the prime cabinet secretary. Then that means he should be maybe leading the Kenya Kwanza side in this bipartisan talk. And I want to tell you one thing here. And this could be the truth. If Ruto is serious with this talk, then the right person to lead his team, it would be Musalia Mudavadi. If he's serious, because this is a man who can come in with sober mind to reason when it comes to discussing serious matters. Huyo Musalia Mudavadi. Mudavadi was there when there was another negotiation in 2007, so he understands. That means he's coming with the experience. Kalonzo has served as a vice president. He has served in negotiating even in different countries. Mudavadi also has been a vice president also, hata kama alisema for short term. But I can tell you when it comes to negotiating, there's nothing hard for Musalia and Kalonzo can avoid to agree. There's nothing hard on this. They can easily agree and advise their principles in a better way to move forward. So, mukiona Ruto ameleta Gachagwa, mujue Ruto is not serious with this bipartisan, with this talk. Iseo bipartisan, nyingine. Mukiona Ruto ameleta Gachagwa hapa, jueni there's nothing serious here from Azimio side. But if he's serious, then you would see him bringing someone like Musalia Mudavadi. From there, you will know that Ruto is serious to pursue this agenda of this talk. As simple as that. Because then, Azimio akileta Kalonzo, unaleta nani? Look at the equal of Kalonzo. So, that's the message. And this one is also telling that there is also serious division even in UDA party. Because when Khalwale is talking, remember he was elected on UDA ticket. So he's a member of UDA party and the majority whip in the National Assembly. So in his capacity as a majority whip, he has a message for Mount Kenya people. And also as a member of UDA party, he has a message for them because they are also in the same political party. And some of the reason why the leaders in the Mount Kenya region are worried is that there is no way Kimani Ichung'wah will lead the Kenya Kwanza side in a dialogue as an equal to Kalonzo Musyoka. They know very well that the moment they say that we will have some of the members out from the parliament, 2 from Kenya Kwanza, 2 from Azimio, then up to there you know that there will be another person leading from Kenya Kwanza side who might not be Kimani Ichung'wah, and that person could be Musalia Mudavadi. Hapo wakaanza kuogopa. Wakaona hata kama Kimani Ichung'wah ako hapa, hataongoza, kutakuwa na mtu mwingine. Atakuwa tu mtu akukaa hapo akisema maneno yake. And seemingly they're looking to have 2 people who are going to push for frustration in this dialogue, because their interest is that, they think like someone is looking for a handshake, and with all this Gachagwa interest in 2032. So they just want to frustrate. If you have 2 people who are agreeing to frustrate a talk, then Kenyans will get nothing. And that's what they're looking for, and that is what Khalwale is against, and that's why he's calling them out to stop this issue in a sensitive and self-interest. Put Kenyans ahead and the priorities of Kenyans, not selfish interests. That's Khalwale, and that's the message to the Mount Kenya leaders in UDA party.